It's crazy.
One of my cheeks is like hot. Like this one is on like hot, and this one's like ice cold.
I can see your side is like red. That side's red.
You don't have an infection?
No.
Okay.
I think it's just, you know, they work around that area.
Yeah.
It's irritated.
It's very irritating.
It is.
It's like already bruising.
Oh no.
I had surgery, for those are wondering.
Hi guys! Stephanie had surgery yesterday.
And we just did TikTok Live.
Yes, we did.
Was that just yesterday?
That was yesterday.
Yesterday was a long day.
Yeah.
Margie covered my shift.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long week.
Good. After, because we had all these extra days off and closing early in this week.
Nothing.
I'm going to go live on Facebook.
It's all normal now.
Well, no. Well, for y'all, I guess, technically.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
I get to get off of
This has been a weird week for me because it's been my first week back on whatever schedule I'm on.
I know. I don't even change it in quick time. Like Shaila's working when she's working.
She's here when she's here.
All right. 3, 2, 1, and we're live.
Hi guys.
Good morning. It's
good. Happy
barely.
Thursday.
It took us that long to get it all set up.
Y'all, we have a treat for you guys today.
Yes, we do. We're really excited.
Yes, we've never done this before, but we have gotten a ton of questions on the differences between the Silhouette, the Solo, and the Cricut. So we literally have all three of them in front of us today.
We do. We have the Cameo 4, the StarCraft Solo, and the Cricut Maker.
Yes. And they are all, I mean, what people would consider top of the line machines on the market. They all have different softwares.
And they all have different like pros and cons and strengths and weaknesses.
Yes.
So
while they're in front of us, if you have questions, now would be the live to ask, but we're just going to be honest that this Cricut is not our friend. So
it took us 20 minutes to get.
The Solo and the Silhouette have been sitting here ready to go for 15 minutes. This thing just got ready to go like less than 2 minutes ago because we are just Cricut dumb.
We are. I put the Cricut app on my phone. It's never been on my phone before. But Kelsey's like, it'll be real easy. Just put it on your phone, Marge.
I took my kids to the pediatrician yesterday, and Nikki, the nurse there, she shops here with us, and she has a Silhouette. She has had a Silhouette for years, and she said, oh, well, we're building a house right now. All my stuff's in storage, but as soon as we get my new house, I'm actually buying a Cricut because I used one at my friend's house, and I loved it, and I was like, over the Silhouette? Like, what? It's crazy, guys. So, like, I feel like it's really all just a preference. The beauty of the Cricut is that you guys can use it on your mobile devices. You don't have to have a computer or a laptop. And I feel like that is where its selling point comes from. Yeah. Now, the downfall is that you have to have an internet connection, you know, so...
Yeah, you have to, and sometimes their software or their website crashes.
It goes down a lot for maintenance.
Log on. Yeah. So the wonderful thing about the Cameo and the Solo is it is a computer-based program that you install on your computer. It is not dependent on the internet.
So yes, you do need a computer, but you do not need any internet connection for them to function, which is really nice.
Yeah.
So I would say those, whenever you're deciding to purchase, those could be big deciding factors for you. If you don't have a computer and you have an iPad, this might be good for you, you know, kind of thing, and vice versa.
My cousin, when she was looking at getting one, she was like, well, I have an iPad. I'm like, well, and the best thing you're going to want is the Cricut.
Yes.
You can't run the other two on iPad.
No, you can't.
When someone comes to me and they ask which one should they get, that's the first question I ask them. Do you have a computer? And a good running one, guys. They're heavy programs. They're installed programs. They do take up RAM and storage on your computers. So
you can't use it on like a Chromebook or like a really old laptop or a computer.
It needs to be like a solid state, you know, drive type of, you know, machine. So that's normally the first thing I go to. I'm just like, okay, well, what is your situation as far as the, you know, technology that you need? And then we normally go from there. But as far as the cutting abilities, today we decided to send the same thing to all three machines at the same time so that you guys can hear, see, and decide which one cuts faster and probably the most accurate. Yes. And so we are actually cutting matless on the Solo and the Silhouette, and we're cutting with a mat on the Cricut.
Because that is one of the best features about the Solo and the Silhouette is you can cut matless. This weekend I was working on a project with a friend, and we were cutting little decals. They were like 3 by 4 inches, and we had to cut 100 of them.
Yeah, and it's so nice.
Yeah, so I just loaded in. She bought like 5 foot, 12 by 5 foot of StarCraft HD, and I loaded it in and sent I did like a 24-inch section at a time, just because
to be safe.
Just to be safe, but it just worked away, and it did beautifully. I was like so impressed with my Solo.
Yeah, I mean I love the feature that you can cut matless and continuously on these. Something that, I mean, if you're not used to the Cricut software, which Margie and I are not, one of the biggest things, the first thing that we ran into an issue of is that like when you're designing on the Cricut on your phone, it doesn't have like a mat space that you're working on. It does, but the dimensions look much smaller than your actual mat size. So we had it actually way too big, and it looked really small.
A 24-inch mat, and we were like, what?
So when we went to send it, there wasn't a 12 by 12 inch mat option. We're like, what in the heck? And I was like, oh, it's because you have it too big on there. So there's just things that I feel like if you're going to get a Cricut, you just have to be, you grow accustomed to those things, but it's also very specific on when you load the mat, when you send the project, it's like step by step.
And I see why, because we loaded the same PNG on all 3 things that we made. It's the exact same one. And it brought it into Cricut so big, and I didn't have to do any adjustments on the Cameo and Solo. So when y'all get our projects and PNGs and SVGs that we offer, that
Cricut
resizes them bigger, and there's not anything we can do about it.
Everyone's saying that we should have the Cricut Maker 3.
Well,
we don't
carry that.
We don't carry it.
We don't carry
we just have our Cricut Maker 2. So
that had
they skipped 2. Yeah,
it's just it's the original Cricut Maker.
So it's a little different, but I mean, I will give the Cricut bonus. That mat is fabulous.
The Cricut mats, okay, yes, we will just go ahead and say their mats are amazing. You can use the mat on the Solo. You can use it on the Silhouette. The mats, the stickiness stays much longer.
And they're a sturdier mat.
They're thick and sturdier. Now, with the Solo and the Silhouette, you do need to account for that thickness with your cut settings. Because these machines are programmed for thinner cut mats.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. But I mean, I can see how they are desirable to nearly everyone. I can see how they're desirable between, all the different, dynamics of, the individual, you yourself. Like, what do you need for your projects and what works best for your space and your materials that you have? But we wanted to do this comparison for you all. And I just want to say, I'm wondering if we should send maybe, I don't know, this is interesting. I feel like, how are they going to hear each one individually if they're all going at the same time? So I'm wondering if we should maybe send it one at a time. We can send it and do a
stopwatch.
Okay.
Have your phone.
Do you have your phone? Do you have a stopwatch on your phone?
Yes, I do.
Because my phone's, once we send the Cricut.
We don't have to do anything on that. I think we can close that out. Can you close the app out as long as it says go?
Yeah, no, you can't.
Never mind.
I'm not touching my phone.
Michaela says no.
We're gonna
all right. Sir Daddy Scarface says, "Good morning from St. Louis, Missouri, ladies." And had said the Cricut is easy to set up. Do not be scared of the Cricut.
Now we know hundreds of thousands of people use the Cricut,
and we've used it here before. I feel like it's definitely. How do I word this?
It's not our first choice.
It holds your hand more than we like.
Yeah. Exactly. That's a good way to put it.
Shyla and I like freedom. Freedom. Freedom the train.
Yes. And so with the Cricut, we're not saying that you're limited, but it literally tells you when to load the mat, when to press go, and all that stuff. And it's just like, we just like to be in control of all that. So it's a control issue. It is a control issue. It really is. We are just used to having the freedom of, and the ease of deciding when, where, and how with the Silhouette and the Solo. So that's why we struggle with it.
So KR15 Stu said, "Let the good times roll." Oh yeah, that's one.
This is one of our screen print or full color transfers. I always call them like something different every time.
Yeah. Sunshine Design says, "Hey, Zaza said bonjour de France."
Oh my goodness.
Bonjour.
I'm not even gonna try.
I'll just say bonjour. I can't say anything else.
I took two semesters of French. So.
French.
I took it.
Do I remember much
Espanol.
less? I took one semester of Spanish and I'm
Oh
from Mexico.
my
It's really bad.
gosh.
Reggie's VSG Closet said my Craftswear super fan.
Yeah.
We
And then-
love super fan.
And then Sleepy Squirrel
I'm sleepy.
said it's like Apple
As
versus
usual.
Android.
No, yes, we literally
We
say
say that all the time.
And when it comes to the softwares, we often compare Cricut software to Canva and these softwares to Photoshop. I
Yeah.
mean, it's like they just have levels.
Apples and oranges. And
Yeah,
Literally.
they're not bad. They're just different, and
They
it's just what you're used to.
Yep, exactly.
Huckabee's Haven said, hey.
Hey.
Jay Story said, love your vinyl, and so did Hucky.
Oh, thank you guys. All right, so we'll cut with the Cricut first.
Yep.
And we already have everything preloaded. It's just a simple hello that
It is.
we made. So you ready to start timer?
Opulent asked, does the Solo use a power card, and can you use the app on your phone? I just got on here.
Okay, so the Solo uses a power cord. I don't know what a power card is.
Might have meant cord.
It was probably a typo.
Yeah, you have to have it plugged in, and then there is not an app for the Solo. You must have a computer for it.
Yes.
You do not have to use the cord. It has a cord. You can cut via. It has its own built-in Wi-Fi.
Yeah, it does. Yep. So you can connect wirelessly
Mhm.
to your computer or laptop, but you do have to have a solid-state computer because it's a downloadable program that
Yeah.
you use.
You need it.
So we have the Cameo 4 versus the StarCraft Solo versus the Cricut Maker.
Yes.
So, and we're gonna do the cuts one at a time and do a
stop.
timer and do a stopwatch. We're starting with the Cricut.
Okay, I'm gonna try to turn this
Yes.
to let them see.
Okay. Cool.
Sorry, TikTok, you're going for a ride. If the lighting changes, my bad.
Are you gonna switch them over to? Do they see it or not?
I will.
YouTube and
YouTube can see it.
And the
there we go. Insta.
Yeah, they meant power cord.
okay,
Okay,
power cord.
figured.
Yeah.
And then we got lots of hellos on Facebook.
Hello, Facebook people.
Good morning, ladies.
Hi.
Tim asked, do you like the software for the Solo or the Silhouette better?
I haven't played with the Solo software enough, but I can tell you, I feel like it's very. If you're going from a Silhouette to a Solo, I feel like it's a very comparable program.
It
Yes.
is. It's very. If you're used to Silhouette, you won't have a problem with Solo. And I just go back and forth between the two, depending on like if I'm doing something from scratch, I'll do it in the Solo because I like its trace feature. But then I already have a whole lot of files already done in Silhouette and stuff, so it just depends on what I'm doing.
Yeah, and I just have to sit here and say, I mean, Silhouette is easier for me because
Yeah.
that's what I've been using for years and years and years. So, I mean,
I use them both interchangeably at home, depending on.
I could see how that would probably be how I would utilize
You
them
would,
too.
yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to press the go button and the start timer on my phone at the same time for the Cricut. And you guys just also keep note of the loudness of these machines because I feel like if you have a young child at home, that could be a huge selling point for you as well. Okay, ready and go.
It's preparing.
Took a while.
So, Kim, I'm sorry, it went away. Asked the price points on these machines. So the Cricut Makers,
I love that
we
question.
sell it for $3.99.
Mhm.
$99. The Solo is $4.99. And then we don't have any Silhouettes in stock, but they run $299.99. Sheila said, love the Cricut, so much easier to use. Sally said, how big does the Solo cut?
Yeah. So the Solo has the biggest cutting capabilities of these three machines. It will cut up to 16 inches wide, where the Cameo and the Cricut only cut 12 inches wide. And then the Solo and the Cameo both kind of have, it's kind of almost like an infinite length that you can cut.
Yes.
So.
And I just want to say too that we used the vinyl.
All right, stop.
Okay.
All right. 1 minute,
4 seconds.
4 seconds. Do we want to write that down somewhere?
Yes. So what I was about to say is that we use the vinyl cut setting for the what are we cutting? Is this StarCraft HD?
Matt, yep.
Yeah, StarCraft
Okay.
Match HD.
Sorry.
StarCraft Match
Blah.
HD.
So we're cutting StarCraft HD matte, and we use the vinyl cut setting on the maker. The Solo, let's go ahead and tell them what the cut settings are.
So we are cutting with a pressure of 9 and a speed of 7.
And this is matteless. So just keep that in mind. If you've been watching us to get cut settings, it's without matte.
So when you cut with a matte, you need more pressure with the Solo. Without a matte, you lessen the pressure a lot.
So that was one opulent question. Does the Solo need a matte?
No, it does not. And we've successfully cut adhesive without a matte is you can do all day long. But we've cut certain HTVs without a matte with no problem.
Yeah.
Soft Flex has a little bit of an issue because
it's very slippery.
I did holographic easy.
Holographic, metal, glitter, they're easier to do. But the Soft Flex, I've cut stretch without a matte and it did great.
Okay, perfect.
So, okay, are you ready?
You tell me when.
I'm clicking create. All right, it's sending it to the cutter. So listen to how quiet. Oh my gosh, you can hardly even hear it.
And like it's completely silky.
Yeah, like it's doing amazing.
Red Queen asked, can you cut as many items as the Cricut Maker on the Solo or Cameo?
Oh, yes.
You can. Yes, you can. Yeah, so with certain things you will want a matte or the Solo.
Sorry, guys.
The Cameo. Oh, whoops, we forgot to move it.
Sorry. Instagram. I'm just one person.
Sorry.
Okay. Aaron asked, with the Cameo, does that need a cutting mat or not?
No, for adhesive vinyl, you do not need a cutting mat with the Cameo, and I'll show y'all when I move it. I'll show y'all how you adjust the rollers to cut with it. Okay.
Okay, so we have 50 seconds.
Okay, so that was faster than the Cricut.
And then I prefer the sound of the Solo over the Cricut.
Oh, yeah.
So I feel like so far the Solo has beaten.
Yeah. All right.
On all aspects.
Okay. So with the Cameo. Oh, what did I just do?
Oh no.
With the Cameo.
It sounded like it loaded it up.
Yeah, I think I did it. Yeah. Okay, so I'll just show y'all real quick with the Cameo. Can they see?
Yeah, can you skip the Solo up over just tabs?
This way?
Yeah. Okay, so with the Cameo, it's got these little, it's got this. First, you want to raise your blade, and then you can move this for different widths. So if you're doing 12-inch, you just want to do it here. If you're cutting with a mat, you want to have it on the end, and then you always want to do that. You can also move it and cut 9-inch vinyl with it.
Yes.
So like the original Cameo or the original Silhouette was a 9-inch cutting machine.
Right.
So they still have that capability.
And the Solo, the roll feeders are also movable. So you're able to unlock this and then unlock each level and move it to where you need it based on the width of your vinyl.
Mm-hmm. And I did that before.
Sorry, TikTok. I'm not sure why we losing connection. Oh, now we're back. We're back.
Okay. So I'm going to cut with my Cameo.
We have a question. What do you think about the US cutter?
We've never used one.
We've never used it, so we know nothing.
But I think the software is similar.
You can use the Solo software with the US cutter.
So it's similar, I believe.
Yeah.
And Trendcraft said that they wish the Cameo Pro came in black.
Yeah, it's just white for the 24-inch.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Daisy said, my question is how accessible are parts or tools? I have a brother scan and cut and have the hardest time finding tools.
Okay, I'm going to click send real quick and then we'll talk.
I don't know if we'll be able to.
Oh, we'll see. Okay.
I don't know if we'll be able to.
So the Cameo is much louder.
Yes, it is. So if you want to hear us during the cutting that it is doing, we're going to have to speak up a little bit.
Speak up a little bit. The Solo. Is that what they were asking about, the parts for the Solo?
Across all of them. Okay. So we sell a lot of the parts and accessories for the Cricut here. We have the cutting mats and the blades, right? Mm-hmm. So blades and cutting mats, you can, some of the tools as well. You guys can purchase those here. As far as the Cameo goes, I would say that they're probably the hardest. Well, maybe the second hardest. I mean, are you going to say that this is the hardest to get?
Well, so how long was that?
46 seconds.
46 seconds. And I did a speed of 6 on that. So with the Cameo and the Solo, you can adjust the speed.
Yes, with cameo and silhouette, or solo and silhouette. You said
I did, and I did both of them a speed of 6.
Okay, perfect. So
and they were both right. I mean, the solo was 50 seconds,
and this was 46. Yeah. So okay. So we have all 3 of them now cut, and I just want to say, as far as speed goes, the silhouette won.
The silhouette one. It was the loudest, but I cut the fastest.
Someone said when they first used their silhouette, they thought something was wrong with it.
Yes,
You're like,
a lot
is
of
something
people
dying here?
Okay, so this is the silhouette
reason why
march.
we're not using the Maker 3s because we don't have it.
Is that people are asking
yeah.
still? Yeah, we don't have one.
quicker. And we understand that we just don't have it and we don't sell that. So lots of questions. Can you get a cameo that cuts up to 24 inches?
Yes.
There is a Cameo Pro. They are very hard to come by.
Are you talking about width? Because if you're talking about length, the Cameo 4 can do that.
Yeah, she has a cameo 4.
Yeah. But yeah, you can cut 12 by 24.
And longer.
Mine cut beautifully for this.
That was silhouette.
This was silhouette.
And I am weeding the solo.
And I will say the Cricut, for me, I don't use it very much here, but it cuts faux leather like a dream. Like
Okay,
really easily.
the solo cut this fabulously.
And yes, we do tend to be a little bit biased, but that's just because we don't have the parts.
Yeah, and so with the solo, if something breaks on the machine, it comes with a 2-year warranty, where the Cricut and Silhouette, I feel like they're like 60 days or something. Like
60 days.
I don't know.
I think it's a year.
Is it a year?
I don't know.
But then they also say if you use like a non-silhouette mat, it voids the warranty. If you use non-silhouette vinyl, it voids. And Cricut says the same thing.
Yes.
Like where Solo doesn't have any of those conditions.
Opulent asked what's the speed and cut on the Silhouette and what paper, what vinyl did y'all use?
Yeah, so I selected vinyl matte, and then I adjusted it because we were cutting it without a mat. So I did a 1 and an 8 on it.
And I just want to be very clear with you guys. Something that I feel like people get wrong with the Silhouette is that you're using your auto blades.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of them are very dysfunctional, and they do not put the right setting on there. I do not trust them at all. So we use the premium blades here, and I also use the premium.
I didn't even adjust the premium blade. I don't even know what
It's
it
a
was
2.
at.
It's not a season.
I'm used to mine at home. My auto blade on my Cameo works great at home. So it was at 2. We didn't cut it on a 2.
But yes, so it has a premium blade in it. Okay, so the Cricut has a little bit of lifting going on,
Okay.
and this is trying to pull up.
Oh yeah.
So
Makes it much
It's harder
harder
than
to
a higher
read.
pressure on it.
Well, we just
it was
did
on
the
matte.
main vinyl matte pressure for all of them, like the same setting for all of them.
yeah, so this one I'm definitely struggling to weed this more than
Mhm.
the other 2. But anyways, we do sell the Cricut makers here. We do sell the solos here. The silhouettes are very hard to get our hands on, so we
Yeah.
haven't had them in stock it for a while. But
We have, I mean,
We-
yeah,
we-
we have sold them in the past.
we have
just
sold
don't-
them in the past. I use a silhouette personally. Margie uses both silhouette and solo personally, and then Michaela and do you use
I have a Silhouette 2.
Okay.
Cameo 2.
Okay, so Steph is silhouette girl, and then Michaela uses Cricut, and a few other girls here at
Use
where we
Cricut.
work use Cricut outside, in their regular homes. But I will just say, I feel like overall, I mean, the silhouette and the solo are the clear winners. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, they all are going to produce what you send it to, right? I mean, at the end of the day, I feel like the important thing is that
To
it
know your
does it.
machine and know your vinyl. So a lot of times, like we didn't do a test cut with the Cricut because
Yes.
we don't know how to work it.
Exactly.
Just to be honest.
To be honest, like for the solo, there's a button that you click test cut, and for the silhouette, there's a button that you click test cut. There
Yes.
is not that same option for the Cricut. So if we had done a
That we
test
know
cut, we probably would have increased the pressure
A little bit.
more
Yes. So
for it.
But yeah, we hope that you guys enjoyed this little compare and contrast. The machines that are on the market. We get customer service gets a ton of questions
Mhm.
every day. Which one's better? Blah blah blah. And it's like, it depends on your situation, what
Yeah.
you're needing it to
And
do,
what you're comfortable with.
your budget, and all the different things. But I feel like I feel like at the end of the day, they're all gonna
They're
do
all good
what
machines.
you need it to do, right? So I don't feel like there's like really, I mean, for you personally, there's gonna be a clear winner. You know what I mean? But everyone is gonna have their own opinions, and
Speaking of
what
which,
they
what's
need.
your opinion? The best machine for tiny or highly detailed cuts?
This one,
Solo.
Solo. It has a what kind of camera? It's like a built-in
It's got a camera that
like high
High
definition.
high def camera.
Yeah, like camera built into it. Whereas these work on laser beams, so there's not cameras built into these. There is in this.
And
So,
one thing about the Solo that's different than both the Cameo and Cricut is it communicates with the computer. They both communicate together, where the computer just sends the data to the Silhouette or the Cricut, and it's not a two-way communication. So that
the accuracy is going to be much better with this.
And
Opulent has a great question. They asked if we have any like tutorials or cut settings anywhere on our website.
Yes.
Or like YouTube.
For
anything.
Because they buy a lot of vinyl from us, and they just wanted to know like without having to look too far.
Nearly every single product on our website has a how to use teal button on it. Once you click that button, it's going to open a document that you're able to save, print, whatever you want to do with it. And it's going to have the cut settings for nearly every material that we have on our website. And I'm pretty sure now that we've added
the Solo ones are going to be on a different spot. I didn't put it.
It's under resources.
Yes. So you have to go to resource on a website, but if you go to resource on a website, it has every single thing, all the products, all the cut settings. And I mean, we adjust them on the regular. Like I've been working on the Solo ones.
As we test things.
Yeah.
We're still learning. And so, but under resources, which a lot of you are probably like, where is resources?
So, if you are on our website, you want to screen share for Facebook only, you scroll all the way to the bottom. Right here is resources. So you click resources and application instructions.
Yep.
And then it's got all of these.
Solo cut all this.
Very nice, Stephanie.
But I've still got to go back and redo some. So it's not 100% just,
We also added Cricut Easy Press instructions for the
like quick glance heat.
Heat HTV settings. Yes.
Okay.
So you'll see under HTV Press Settings, there's a Cricut Easy Press document and a Steph. You're like, I didn't even know about this.
She didn't?
No,
me. I had no idea.
Marnie's in customer service, and she's like, I had no idea that we had this
with people.
Yes.
Well, someone mentioned it. I did a TikTok about our heat press because our heat press up front has all of those on it. Someone's like, "That's so cool. Wish you had like a template." And I was like, "Well, say less."
I can help you there.
Yes. So
I love this.
Yes,
so nice.
it's been very, very helpful.
Print these out.
We're glad that we updated that for you guys. So the resources area is the best and easy, fastest way for you to find exactly what you're looking for and download that document. But in other words, you can also go to Stephanie. You can also go to the product that you're actually physically using on the website, and there is that blue how to use button, and it will also give you the same instruction sheets. So hopefully that helps you guys. We have been very detailed with those. There is instructions now for all three of these machines on the website.
And we just want to emphasize that each machine is different. Yes. So while this works on our machines, you always want to do a test cut and make sure before you waste a whole sheet of vinyl.
Yes.
Go do it me.
A lot of people think that, they use 2 and 12. I can use 2 and 12 and it works the same. No.
But everyone's blade and everyone's mat is a little different.
Yeah, I will say, because I used 3 sheets of printed pattern the other day on one shirt.
Trying to get it to cut.
Because it would not cut right.
Yes.
I was frustrated.
If you ever use your vinyl blade to cut cardstock, it will never cut vinyl the same, guys. It dulls it. It's not as sharp. It's just, it's best to have separate blades for those materials.
Yes.
Amen. Yes.
One last question.
Okay. Oh, we're not done yet. We got to talk about Guadalupe's box.
Oh, that's true.
Yep.
Do we sell the Cricut mini press?
Yes, we do. It's awesome. I love mine. My little mini press.
Oh, I forgot you had one.
I bought one. Yeah.
I use it mainly for like getting vinyl off of shirts.
Well, yeah, that's what I've used it for.
It's the best.
Well,
Well,
make a
yes,
mistake.
we do have it. We also have the other Cricut Easy Presses as well. So the 10-inch, is it 10 and 12? I don't know. 9 and 12? I don't know. Okay, yeah.
Is it under
thanks.
machines? It's
Something
under
like that.
machines,
Heat
vinyl
presses.
cutters, and Cricut,
Something like that.
which
Yeah,
is weird. It needs to also be under heat,
heat presses. Yeah, it really does.
Mhm.
Yep. So there is a 9x9 and a 12x9. We have both of those in stock.
12 by 10.
Sorry.
And then the mini press.
Yes.
It's so cute.
So cute.
Marisa never thought of that. Definitely gonna have to start switching blades.
Yes.
Which I have like
Labeled.
front. We have labeled cardstock and
Mhm.
vinyl.
Yeah, I put like a V for vinyl and a C for
Yes,
cardstock
it
at
is the
home.
best thing you could possibly ever do for your blades.
Yeah.
And your sanity.
And your sanity.
So
That white when it cut for Steph.
yes, probably. So we.
I used the Solo,
Oh.
and the settings were wonky.
Okay.
Shalisa asked, "Do you need separate blades with the Cricut?"
I mean, if you cut cardstock, I would have the same thing, a cardstock and a Cricut.
Yeah,
mean, regular
a vinyl blade. Yes, yeah. I think that it's just smart to do it. You know, just think about how
Like
rough
your
cardstock is. Yeah, your scissors will dull faster when you're cutting. You're never supposed to cut. Do you cut paper with your fabric scissors?
No.
No. You know what I mean?
I
That
know,
kind of
mine
thing.
have like a ribbon on them and say fabric only at
Yes,
home.
literally. I mean, it's the same thing for these blades, guys. They're not invincible. They're not going to last forever. You need to use, take care of them.
Yeah.
So real quick, we do have a sale on Caesar Easy Weed sheets.
Yes, they're $2.92 for 12 by 12 sheets
Yes.
with coupon. That was
my
God.
coupon code EW10.
Great price.
That ends tonight.
That is, and if you buy more than 15, you get to buy more, save more.
Yes,
so
you
it
do.
saves you even
It's
more.
gonna keep going
It
down.
keeps going down.
Down. Yes. So that.
And we have Guadalupe's mystery box.
Yes.
Which those that are on TikTok, me and Shyla talked about it
Yesterday, yeah. So you might have caught the sneak peek yesterday, and we're going to give you another quick sneak peek into Guadalupe's mystery box. This mystery box takes place of the Margie Shyla mystery box for the month of January. So Guadalupe is one of our influencers here at My Craft Source. Her main platform is TikTok, and if you would like to follow her, it is G Goodies Shop, not GG Goodies.
Not GG, just G
G
Goodies.
G
Or
Goodies.
GG Goodies.
Oh my
GG
goodness. Yes. We on TikTok yesterday, Margie kept saying GG Goodies. And then somebody
was
said,
like, I can't find it.
somebody's like, can you tag it again? I can't find it. And then we realized that we were saying it wrong. Okay. So anyways, long story short, it is an $80 mystery box. It ships for free. It has a well over $100 value in products. And we're going to give you a little sneak into it.
Yes, she does mainly adhesive vinyl projects, so that gives you an idea of what is in it. This is the box. It weighs almost 4 pounds, right?
Almost 4 pounds.
Just right at 4 pounds.
Of goodness.
Yeah.
So this is what the box looks like. You are going to get
Ooh.
beautiful printed patterns.
This is watercolor hearts.
One of
Is
how
that
many?
it? Watercolor hearts?
Yeah, there's like 5 printed patterns.
One of how many? 5?
5 or 6.
There's
There's
5.
a ton.
You get a lot of them.
You get a lot of fun printed
Look how
patterns.
beautiful.
Guadalupe.
So pretty.
I'm so happy
Way
with the box.
extra.
Yes.
Not bad.
Oh, they didn't even see. Sorry. Did they see the box?
No.
Sorry, Facebook.
We're
So
little
this is
out
the
of
box
it
it
still.
comes in. It is nearly 4 pounds. And
I
then
had surgery yesterday.
yes,
That's
she
me. We're
did.
just glad you're here, Seth.
This is one of 5 printed patterns in the box, and then you also get.
I can't stop yawning.
This is a 30-foot roll of medium tack transfer tape. You guys, it's the best transfer tape I've ever used in my entire life,
Mhm.
and it comes in the box. And you're gonna
A
get
fun tool bundle.
you're gonna get a fun little baggie of tools. We're not gonna tell you exactly what's in it or show
You'll see
you.
a squeegee. She's hiding it. It's got really, really good tools in it.
Really good tools.
Really fun.
So
Check it out.
So-
So it's available now.
it has been selling like crazy.
No, I was printing orders this morning, and I'm like, she must have been up because at like 1 in the morning,
People were buying it.
people were buying them. I had like 5 or 6 orders in a row. I'm like,
Yeah.
she must be at or she must have been doing a TikTok in the middle of the night.
Like she goes to TikTok live every day.
And crafts.
She's on TikTok with us.
Hey, Guadalupe! It's
Yeah.
early for you. They're in California.
Yes. So she is amazing. You guys be sure to go follow her. Her layering skills are out of this world.
Yeah.
Phenomenal.
Like I
They're
can't even begin
amazing.
to explain.
And her designs, I'm like, ugh, I could
Yes.
never do that.
So she literally, like, she has an amazing TikTok wall of, you know, tutorials of her making her stuff. She also does embroidery. I'm just going to say it's fascinating watching her embroidery machine on those sweatshirts. The cutest stuff. And she's just amazing. Y'all go check her out. I promise you are going to get hooked on her channel.
You will.
You
And
will. It's indefinite.
You'll love her box if
It
you
is.
get it.
Yes, you're going to love her mystery box. So be sure to go get that. It has been selling like crazy. So we're really happy for her.
That's awesome.
But yes, I think that is literally all we had. The cup turners are live on the website if you have not heard. And then we also have the brand new Pure Coat, which is the epoxy alternative, now on the website as well. You can get those in pints and gallons, gloss matte and satin finish. And it's a great product.
Yeah, people have been
Stephanie's going to use it for the first time today.
Ooh, I'm
so
excited.
we're excited for her.
Alright.
And
Don't tell me I'm using too much.
holy cow, if we don't mention the Bella Canvas t-shirts, Corbin's going to be so
Buy
angry.
our Bella Canvas closeout shirts. They are in the vault. Y'all, they're such a good price.
There's so many of them.
There's so many.
If you were on TikTok yesterday, Margie was like, this is kind of embarrassing.
How many we have?
We
buy them because we already brought. Usually we have to sell the old ones before we bring new ones in, but we jumped the gun and brought new ones in before we sold all the old ones. So buy them. There's great colors if you're wanting to make Valentine shirts. I mean,
Yes.
so many fun shirts.
And they're 100% cotton Bella Canvas t-shirts. But guys, I just want to say, if you have not tried our new full color transfers, they go on them beautifully. They're so cute. There are so many designs. We actually launched.
Corbin says, buy them all, please.
Literally, I know. I was like, she's gonna be so mad if we don't mention these. So buy the Bella Canvas t-shirts. They go amazing with our full color transfers. And I just want to say, Corbin went ahead and put all the Valentine's Day ones live on the website this morning. So if y'all have
I
not,
need to go shopping.
if y'all have not checked out the full color transfers,
Just made an order last night.
the girls back here are like, what?
This morning, Jim was like, I haven't seen that shirt before. Is that a new shirt?
Oh my
And I was like, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
I work
so
at a
funny.
place. I can buy all the new shirts.
Now
I
that
want.
we can make 2-minute t-shirts, it's like it's gonna get even worse.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, if you guys go shop the full color transfers, we sell them in pocket, infant size, toddler, youth, adult, and plus size. So we have a size for everyone. There are so many designs now. How much are we up to already? Like probably
like 300,
300.
250, 300.
Sorry, y'all. TikTok is
Sorry,
going
guys.
crazy.
Well, that's amazing. You guys go get some discount Bella Canvas t-shirts. Go get those full color transfers. Shop some Easy Weed if you're looking for those 12x12 sheets to be on discount because they are $2.92. That does end tonight, right, Michaela? Okay. Yep. So that ends tonight. And yes, it has been a fabulous compare and contrast live.
Yes, I know.
This
We
was
hope
fun.
this was informative for y'all. And you got one more question?
What is the feel of the full color transfer?
That's a good question. If you're used
I mean,
to
it's thinner than vinyl
It
on the
is.
shirt. It's similar to screen prints if you've done screen prints.
it's very
but
soft and
softer.
flexible.
It's softer than screen print. Some of my screen print shirts, I'm like, these are kind of
Kinda
rough
rough,
that
yeah.
I bought before we had our full color transfer.
So
I love
soft, flexible, not crunchy.
Mm-mm.
I've gotten some transfers before. I think they're made with white toner printers. They're very crunchy. It's like heavier than inkjet print or printed HTV.
So I have that same design on the shirt
Mhm.
that they pressed on it like a couple weeks
Yeah.
weeks
Oh,
ago.
yeah.
And I pulled it out of the dryer, put it in my basket because I'm terrible at putting my laundry up, and so it got all crinkled. But literally, the moment I put it on, it was fine.
Yeah. So
That's
that's
great.
good.
That's
They,
good.
they really bounce back. They're really great.
Mhm.
And the colors you can put them on any color, y'all.
Because
Any
there's
color.
white on the back of them.
Yeah. So there is 2 layers to these. They print the ink color first and then a white layer on the back so that when you push them, you can put them on any color
It'll
shirt
show
and it
up
will show
really
up.
good. Yeah.
So very cool.
What TikTok should they follow?
G Goodies Shop.
G Goodies.
G Goodies.
I can't stop with you and your hoodies. Okay, so the Guadalupe is amazing. She's an influencer for us. You are going to get so hooked on her channel.
You will.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
All right, well, I think that's all we have for you guys. And thank you guys so much. We will not see you till next week, but we have a fun craft plan
Oh yeah, we
already
did.
in the works for next week. So
Yeah.
y'all be sure to come back.
Come back and see us.
Come back and see us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Y'all have a fabulous weekend.
Bye.
I have this one at home.
You do?
What's this one?
Oh.
I think I might bring it back.